trailer stream.
Close to Betsy on the tire. Don't want to get too close to the curb. But enough. Just
Enough to get, okay.
Got it. I'm just reminding you, you're doing everything right. I'm just reminding you, I can't help it. That's just me.
No, that's fine. Trust me, I still need all the training that I can get. Alright, stop right here.
Sometimes I say stuff even if you get it right. Just talk about it.
No, that is
But that's
not
because
okay.
I'm trained.
Exactly. Alright, so now we can talk because I'm not really trying to concentrate on everything else and not mess up. So I know we left off with, you met me when I was really young. I came in, I'm like, hey, I kind of want to get my CDL. Don't know why, but that's what I want to do. And he basically walked me through it, signed me up, and I think I only had to wait, what, 2 weeks until I came to the class?
Once we get signed up.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks, so it wasn't bad at all.
You have a degree in student.
Yes, I did get, so I did not go through a company to get my CDL. I went through like a private school. So it was out of pocket, but I qualified for either 1 or 2 grants, I can't remember.
How much was your total cost?
Do what?
Your total cost was what,
50.
So you qualified for 1 grant.
Yeah, so I qualified for the 1 grant, which was...
Workforce credentials grant.
Okay, so that was
There was another grant you could have qualified to, which was the Phantom grant. However, that one you were already making enough money
Yeah.
that you didn't qualify, so you had to be below a certain threshold on your money.
Okay.
To qualify for the second one, you didn't make too much.
Yeah, so I made too much with the second one. So y'all know I switched to third shift, so I was doing 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., coming to school 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Do you think that reflected on my performance? Working like a whole shift and then coming in. You think it did?
You still did well in the class. You still did actually. No, really. Well, kind of, sort of. I mean, because it's times you were tired, and it's obvious.
That is true. Why? How was it obvious? Didn't participate enough.
No, you did pretty well on that too. Most of the time, no. I could tell days when you were off.
Yeah.
A long shift.
Oh yeah, worked a long time, and going from first shift to third shift, that was the worst part.
Right.
Because I know I took naps on lunch when we were at the school, and it was the middle of summer, so it was hot. I was already tired from being hot at work because it's hot in there, and then coming out being in the sun all day, going home, getting 2 hours of sleep, coming right back to work. It was hard. But that's why I tell you guys, if you want something, you have to go out and you have to get it. And that's what I did. I knew what my end goal was, which was getting my Class A CDL, and I got it. So sometimes you have to sacrifice some things in order to get what you want.
Definitely.
So yeah. What do you think?
Definitely have to do that.
Oh yeah.
I would recommend doing that on that aspect as far as, because it's hard.
Yeah.
Definitely going and doing it. I ain't taking away from you. I'm just saying it's not necessarily good to do that to yourself as far as your body.
Oh no.
Health-wise.
Yeah, because like.
No matter how old you are, I guess it was easier for you because you're younger.
It was, but at the same time, I was like in the middle of losing all that weight, and it actually helped because I didn't have time to eat. But again, not healthy. Don't recommend that. But it was like I didn't have time to do anything, and then when it came test time, I was such in a hurry to pass. And of course, my YouTube already knows I failed my first time. Like, I was almost like devastated when I failed because I was like, man, I still have to stay on third shift and all that. So, and I wasn't as focused as I could have been. I know, like at work, I wasn't printing. So for those of you who don't know what I do, I'm a manual screen printer, so I'm constantly moving using my hands. I didn't really have enough time, but what I did and what I recommend you do is study your pre-trip when you are actually, like, say if you are in the same situation I am, having to work full-time and go to school to get your CDL full-time. Listen to the pre-trip on YouTube. When When you get off, read it. When you're on lunch, read it. And then when you go to school, actually get hands-on and do it. That's what I did. I listened to that video so many times, Mike. Oh, now when I hear it, I'm sick of it. I'm like, yo, I hate this.
But you gotta make sure before you go for your interview, freshen up and make sure you're
yes.
doing that too. Because
yeah, because I'm gonna have to do
you
it.
show up right. If they're gonna hire you, they're gonna wanna have you do your road trip and everything else.
That is true.
Make sure you can back up. You'll be basically tested with them,
Yeah.
so to say. But
Fantastic.
you're not gonna actually be getting your CDL, so hopefully it'll be less stressful with them. And you know, it's employment, so
Yeah. You kind of
I get
gotta.
a little stressed with that too. So the more practice you can get before you go, the better. The more confident you'll be.
And that is why I like the fact that I didn't go to a company to get my CDL, because I can always come back to the school and practice when I can and when they are, like, they have open spots for me to come in and practice.
Right.
So that's another really good thing about it. I know a lot of people who are following me did not get their CDL through a private school due to, you know, maybe financial issues or employment reasons, because I know you'll get, you know, paid for whatever. But yeah, that's the route I had to do because I had no other choice, because I couldn't go over the road anyway. So I would have to basically wait until now to even think about getting my CDL, and I didn't want to do that. Even though I didn't find a job right away and I had to wait a couple months, 6 months, it's still fine. I'm still glad to have my CDL because I came back to the school and practiced. But what would you say my biggest struggle while learning was?
I always said the parallel park.
Y'all know that.
Usually the blind side is the hardest, but it's sometimes on a very slim occasion. Some people say they like the blind side better than the sight side.
Yeah. So on the offset, that's
very
how.
rare.
Yeah.
Or sometimes some people will even say on the offset they rather do the offset.
I like the blind side on the offset
Right.
because I can only, like, instead of because with the
It's the same
sight,
thing with parallel. Some
yeah.
people say they like the blind side on the parallel.
I don't like the parallel at all. So
Right. And
with
most people rather do the side on the parallel and the side on
Yes.
the offset. I've seen people have no problem with the parallel on either side and then get on the offset and still have an issue, which
Yeah.
is strange because most people will have the problem with the parallel instead of the offset.
yeah, and the only reason I like the blind side offset is because with the sight side you can see too much. So like
Really?
for me, like, I won't focus on just trying to come around that one cone. I will focus on, okay, I got
you'll
cones
see
here,
too many.
here,
I
here,
got
here,
you.
here.
Yeah.
And blindside, I just know if I hug this cone on this side, I'm going to be good on the
so
other.
you're focusing on what you're supposed
Yes, basically what I'm supposed to. And I know with the parallel, my biggest thing was they kept telling me your initial angle is the most important, and I'm stubborn. And I was listening, but I just couldn't get it. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, you got it now.
Yeah, I got it. I did it for the DMV, so that's all that matters. And hopefully I'll never have to do it again, except for at the yard.
Yeah, I don't. There's going to be very slim chance of you doing any parallel.
I
turn.
hope not. Now, how do you feel
And
about
once
me?
you get experience anyway, even if you do have to do it, once you've had so much backing experience, very different situations. Even if you haven't done it for 5 or 10 years, or you ain't done it for, you know,
a month.
you'll get it back and you'll figure it out. Especially if you got like 10 or 15 years of truck driving or 5 years of truck driving, and you have a lot of backing experience. Even if you haven't done parallel parking before, you're gonna be able to figure it out how to get it in there because you have so much backing experience and so much used to knowing how the trailer responds
Yeah.
and how to control the back of that trailer. That's the main thing you want to do, is be able to control the back of that trailer, not chase it.
That
So
makes
you want to
sense.
steer the back of the trailer, not chase the back of the trailer.
Yeah.
And when you start doing that too much steering, that's when you're chasing.
And I know that was a big thing for me that I got
I broke
not
you,
yelled
yeah.
at, but I got told a lot, stop oversteering.
Right.
I
So
still do it.
When I would do it, I would make it stop the truck
Yes.
every time we started doing it.
And that was my thing, because I'd literally be chasing the trailer because I would oversteer way too much on simple stuff.
And I think a lot of the reason why people do that is because they feel the trailer's not responding quick enough.
Yes.
Because they're so used to responding quickly with the
Yeah.
vehicles. So,
That is true.
and I think that so they just got to get used to that. Hey, it's not going to respond as quick as you want to. Then you start oversteering. Then you're going to be chasing it back and forth.
Yeah. So with me going OTR, which is my plan, what is your biggest, I don't want to say worry, but what is your biggest worry for me as a 21-year-old female?
I don't really nowadays with the technology they have and the way the truck stops are and all that. I mean, I don't think you would have too much of anything to worry about. But you're still going to have, men bragging on you're going to see me when they hear you talking.
Yeah.
They might crack on you a little bit, but the main thing is, it's a lot of it's been a man's thing most of the time, and it's never had to be because women can do this just as easily as a man can.
You right about that?
You don't have to be a man to do this. Anybody can do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But women, I think, why I don't know, but just felt that they couldn't do it. And women can do it just as well as men can, if not better, most of the time because they listen better.
Yeah. And I think a lot with the females coming into this, I think it's taking so long because it has been a male-dominated field for so long. It's like women, from my perspective, almost feel out of place. And a lot of women cannot deal with the constant pressure of men. It is hard. Like I said, I'm 20 and I haven't had that much experience even in the real world, but it's still like every day you are almost having to fight it off. So I think with women coming into this, they are almost scared of that.
Well, really, honestly, if you think about it, your job is going to be in the truck most of the time by yourself. So really, you're going to get less. You're going to get less of it unless you're on the radio talking to a bunch of different people. Then you'll have other people that are on the radio talk some smack to you or whatever like that. But
that's little stuff.
Yeah. So actually, that's you'll get less of it if you think about it because you're having more time to yourself while you're at work, and then when you're at home, you're at home.
Yeah. So that being said, do you think
it's actually probably best? It's actually probably better working environment for a woman most of the time because they don't got somebody that you're dealing with. You're mostly just dealing with yourself unless you have somebody else in the truck with you.
Yeah.
And other than that, you're just dealing with the other person that's in the car next to you, in front of you, behind you, or whatever.
Yeah.
So other than that, as far as the truck stops and anything like that, it's going to be just like anywhere else dealing with the general public. The only thing is most truck stops is going to be a lot of men.
Yeah.
Because it's a man-dominated thing, but I'm sure you can handle yourself in that situation. And if anybody gets out of hand anyway or gets stupid, at the truck stop you're in, the staff would take care of it, and you always put down 911 if it gets stupid.
That is true.
And everything would definitely be taken care of in that situation.
Now, do you think, with that being said, it is safer for women to, because there's obviously the chance of someone getting stupid and trying to come in your truck or trying to snatch you, and I'm not saying that always happens, so for y'all listening, I'm not saying that happens, but you never know.
Right.
Do you think it's safer for a woman to sleep at a truck stop or sleep, because you see, at a rest area or even on the side of the road?
I would say probably a truck stop because there's more activity.
Okay.
If somebody's always coming in and out getting fuel and such.
Yeah, there's always more eyes.
Rest area, right? There's more eyes. The rest area, there's going to be trucks, but there's not going to be as many trucks. There might be cars coming in and out, but usually they're separated.
Yeah, trucks in the back or on the
right.
side.
So actually, a truck stop would be safer to me than a rest area.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
There's much more activity, and it's 24/7.
That does make sense, and there more than likely there's probably cameras as well. That does make sense.
Yeah, I would hope.
I would hope so.
Yeah. I haven't really actually. Yeah, there's going to be cameras at the truck house. Out in the lot where they're lit up, the lots lit up. So.
Yeah.
And then most truck stop lots are going to have mechanic shops and all that. And there's so much activity and all that. Even if there was no cameras on the lot, it would
again, there's many people.
So, right. There's always activity.
Now, you know me personally. Do you think I'm too soft to be an over-the-road trucker? You don't think so? I'm pretty soft. I cry a lot. Y'all know that now.
No.
Do you think I'm emotionally soft?
Not from what I've seen, really. I mean, not really.
That's what's up.
I don't.
That's my biggest worry, because I think I'm soft.
That's news to me. I don't really see.
Well, that's true, because like there was a lot of stuff like people telling me I couldn't do it, and I did it anyway. I think that comes from having the motivation to do it, though.
Well, I mean, from the first time I met you, I mean, it's kind of, you kind of inspire me that, because most people your age ain't gonna do this, and then they're not gonna have the drive you have to do this. So that's inspiring to me compared to, you know, other people your age that I've seen either try this or ones older than you that have tried this.
Yeah.
And then keep on pursuing it, or we're in the same situation. There's not very many people that we're in the guys that were in the same situation as you, or girls in the same situation as you, where you were working the way you're working and doing this at the same time, especially at the young age. I haven't seen anybody at your age do what you've done.
Yeah.
Since I've been doing this, but I've seen people older than you do this and not be able to do this, so that, you know.
And a lot of that, I know I spoke on my last video, comes from trying to get out of the same trap that my whole family's been in. Like, just literally stuck.
Paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, in our area, which I don't even know if they know where I'm from. We'll just say Virginia. Just stuck in, like, literally living paycheck to paycheck, wondering, how am I going to pay this? How am I going to pay that? I don't want to do that, and I don't want to set, you know, if I have kids, I don't want them to have to go through, like, wondering the same thing, like, hey, is mom going to be able to do this? Or, hey, I can't go play a sport simply because, you know, my parents always made sure that we had what we needed, and we did what, like, we wanted extracurricular activity-wise, like sports, but I'm just saying, like, I've seen all my family struggle for money at some point in life, and I don't want to be like that. So.
I mean, that's kind of funny, actually.
Yeah. And it's
no,
like...
No, I'm saying not funny, but because I've had the same similar situation.
Yeah.
I grew up in Section 8. And then I went from Section 8 to moving into a single wide trailer with a single mother, 3 boys, and stacked 3 high in a one bed, in a 2-bedroom trailer, a single wide trailer.
Yep.
She had one room and us 3 boys had the other.
Wow,
Stacked 3 high, but 3 high bunk bed.
And it was kind of the same with me. I have a older sister and a younger brother. Me and my sister are 10 months apart, so we're Irish twins. And my mom was also a single mother, just trying to literally do everything. And props to her, because I can't even. First of all, I can barely take care of myself. That's a lie. But
well, it's harder nowadays too.
It is, but
the cost of living.
Yeah, the cost of living. Even though I'm only 20, I remember when well, first of all, let's talk about gas, because that's ridiculous. $2.35 for gas. No.
It wasn't long ago. It was 3 something. It was almost $4.
That is. I remember the first summer I started driving, it was almost $4, and I was working at Wendy's, so I don't even know how I was. Well, I wasn't living on my own then either. So.
The diesel fuel's even more expensive.
Yeah. But does diesel fuel last longer or no? Because I've heard both.
It burns slower. But in the trucks, you know, depends on, you're not going to get a whole lot of fuel mileage through the trucks.
That's true.
Like you do with a car. There's all the weight you pull and all that. So they're not as, you know, I want to say most trucks are anywhere from 7 to 8 miles to a gallon.
And then, are they 100-gallon tanks?
Most trucks are 100-gallon tanks on each side.
So how often do you, like, if you are doing over the road, mostly interstate, how often do you have to stop to get fuel?
Well, think about it.
I know you got 2 tanks.
200-gallon tanks, but you're not going to have both. It's not, capacity's not going to be right at 200 gallons.
Yeah.
So, say you got 100 gallons of fuel or 150 gallons of fuel, think about it. depends if you're getting 6 or 7 miles a gallon, then you just do a math.
That's crazy.
So if you're burning 600, if you're getting 6 miles per gallon, that's 600 miles. That's 100 gallons of fuel that you're burning.
That's too much.
Usually,
I'm gonna stick company driving right now.
right.
You ready to head back? Because I think I've calmed down a little bit.
Yeah. Well, let's take a break for a second. Put that on pause so we can go into the store.
What are we gonna get at the store? What are we gonna get at the store?
A snack.
We're gonna go get a snack. Alright, y'all.
We'll start it back up.
Yeah, we'll start it. I don't know if I can pause it, but maybe I'll go live for the second one. I don't know yet. But anyway, thank you guys. If we don't continue this, thank you guys for watching, which I'm pretty sure we will continue.
Yeah.
But again, if you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell, and this is just in case. I'm pretty sure we're gonna start it back up. But anyway,
Yeah.
so we'll be back. We're going to get a snack.